Hello, my loves. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. Thank you so much for clicking here. And if you are brand new, as I've seen an influx of newbies here, I hope you will stay. I hope you will send me some sort of a notification in the comments. Let me know that you're here. The more energy I have, the more interesting these readings become. I'm just saying, it's collective energy. All right, so we are going to go from Aries to Pisces. If you are new here and you have not seen the sneak peek for the week yet, please know that I've marked everything in the description. However, those translate to chapters, so you should be able to just scroll through and find what you need. Now, I just want you to promise that you're not going to watch tarot for only your sun sign. I'm going to put a link down in the description below if you want to go somewhere to find your moon and your rising. Please watch for all your signs or you don't have the full picture. All right, here we go, my loves. We're starting with Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is up for Aries this week, please. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aries. If you're interested in a private read, I do have room over on Wizio. Please look for the yellow dot in the description. It'll take you there, where you can book me beginning at $40. All right, here we go, Aries. Ooh, okay. Aries, what is going on? Got you in the reverse. I feel like you're lacking confidence here. There's something that you want to do. I feel like you've been manifesting something here. Love, passion, something that you're passionate about, something or someone. I feel that you've been having to heal for a while. I feel like you've been disconnected from the person that you are manifesting. So the Four of Swords is about healing, but it also is about, it's about caring for yourself. It's about really kind of being disconnected from other people. And when we get sick, it's likely that we do get disconnected from other people. And I feel as though your disconnection from this person is what is making you hesitate. And I see the Emperor in the reverse as hesitation. I don't necessarily see the Emperor in reverse as someone who's terrible and awful. And I hear that a lot on this platform, unfortunately. But I see the Emperor as someone who's hesitating to take charge, is what I see here. So the Emperor could be, is of course attached to the sign of Aries, and is all of the kings, right? Has all of the energy and the lessons of all of the kings, and everything is on this person. So when the Emperor goes in and takes charge, the Emperor wants to know it's one and done, because there's no time for negotiation, back and forth, and poking in messages and all of that kind of stuff. So I feel right now, Aries, this week you are kind of hesitating to move forward. I feel what you want to do is move forward to someone that you want to have a possible reunion with. Yeah. Three of Cups. I feel like you want to reunite with someone or take someone out. I feel like you're hesitating on that right now, but I also feel as though this is someone that you've been kind of dreaming about in a passionate sense. Someone that you've been talking to the universe about, or if you haven't been opening conversation with the universe, you've been thinking about them a lot, and so they are showing up in your manifestation. The universe is giving you the Magician card, which is saying, look, you have all the tools that you need, dear Emperor, to move forward this week. If you want to do that, move into the future. But, you can move into the future even with hesitation or being unsure, not being completely sure about what's going on. Yeah, I feel like it's a person. I feel as though this is someone that you walked away from in the past, and you still have passion for them. You still have a passion that won't go away. You can't stop thinking of them, even when you're in healing. I think you've been trying to heal from this, and I feel as though there is someone that you're thinking about, the person that's on your mind. all of the time. The person you think about in the morning and the one you think about at night, the one you may have clicked here for, I feel like you disconnected yourself from that person, even though you were quite passionate about beginning something new in a passionate sense. I feel like you have all the tools that you need in order to move forward with this person. I feel that you feel this person is your emotional happiness, and they're also your long-term relationship. We have so many 10s here, right? So many cycles are closing for you, and I feel like that's why we have the Emperor in reverse, that there's so many cycles closing up for you this week, dear Emperor. I feel like your hesitation is, I have disconnected from this person emotionally, and I'm feeling sort of unsure about the future and what's coming up. We have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. You may be walking away from a long-term relationship, something that you had going on in the past, something that ended in a terrible way. I feel like you felt deceived and stabbed in the back. I feel like it was a hard ending, a really hard ending, and it could be family. So I feel with the 10 of Cups is, to me, family. It's emotional happiness, and I feel like it came to an end, an abrupt end. And I feel as though when I say abrupt, I feel like somebody maybe pulled the plug on you. Like, I don't think it was you that ended it. I feel like someone else may have ended it, or it just came to a slow close. The 10 of Pentacles to me is the more finances than you need. It's also long-term relationship and a lot of abundance. I feel like you just walked away from that, and so that's why I think you're in the reverse here. So you're unsure about the future because there's been so many changes, so many endings here for you, and now I understand why the 4 of Swords is here, why the healing is needed, so you can become passionate again. Because there is a new start. You need to open a new cycle. Yeah. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. I feel as though you are unsure about the Queen of Cups. It could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It doesn't have to be. This is also Aries here. And we have a lot of Aries here. So I feel as though that you have the Queen of Cups here. It's someone who's very loving and kind and has a real depth of love for you. You also for them, I feel. But this person is they're highly spiritual, connected to the universe, connected to themselves. This person is likely someone who is in their psychic energy. They could be a light worker. I feel like with the Knight of Cups that you are feeling romantic feelings for this person. I feel like this situation has ended, and now the universe is giving you a chance to open a new chapter here, not a new cycle, because chapters and cycles are different, right? And we can always jump into a new cycle, but once we close a chapter, that's that. So I feel as though this week that you are coming to the end of, or walking away from, emotionally disconnecting from a situation in the past. It looks like it was a serious relationship. It could have been marriage involving children, and I feel like that you are unsure about your quest into the future to speak with this Queen of Cups. Your person could have water in their chart, and they do not have to. But this person is highly psychic for sure, and they may even see you coming, Aries. All right, Taurus, my bull gang, here we are. I am your Taurus sister. Taurus is in my sun sign. Here we go, Taurus, your sneak peek for this week. Taurus, if you're interested in a reading, I do have room, just a little bit of room, open over on Wizio if you're interested. Please look below. You can get a reading with me beginning at $40. Follow the yellow dot over to Wizio. Here we go. Taurus, what are you working on? There's a lot of psychic energy here, Taurus. Just listening. The High Priestess is Pisces. We have Pisces and Cancer here in the moon energy. You feel something, but you can't see it. It's something that you've been working on or putting hard work into. And I feel this week is going to be the new cycle that's going to open for you. Sorry, not the new cycle, the new chapter. Because the Fool is the card of 0, right? It comes after you go through all 21 cards in the major arcana. The one that opens after the world, after the chapter closes, a new chapter opens. You are the Fool. And I feel like it's everything and nothing. It's all the possibilities with none of the possibilities, and you're just hoping you don't get hurt. I feel like that the universe is protecting you. I feel that there's this psychic energy. I feel you're favored by the universe, Taurus. But I feel like this is something that you've been working on, putting the work into. And this could definitely also be about work on self, right? That you can now open this new chapter because you've got work on self. But the moon energy tells me that there's something here that's making you really emotional, something that is under the surface that you don't see. I feel like you, and I don't know if you are the person who is the card reader, but I know for myself, I'm not able to read for myself, and so I have to go to others on YouTube to get readings from them, my favorite readers. And I feel like that might be the situation here, that you feel it coming, but you don't see it coming because of the moon energy. And I think that is by design. I think there's a reason for that. There's a reason we've got 3 major arcana here, and that's because there's about to be a lot of changes for you this week. And some of those changes could have to do with family, with your ability to be emotionally happy. The 10 of Cups is about, families. It's about happiness. It's the apex of the family. Happiness attached to the heart space. You've been waiting. You've been bored. You're wondering when it's going to happen. You've been trying to look for information regarding this. I feel as though that maybe some of you are trying to get readings, or you're getting, you're possibly getting readings on yourself, or maybe you are someone who is psychic or a reader, and you are doing readings on the person that you've been manifesting. You've been manifesting this new beginning for a long time, but understand it's in divine timing, right? Because we have so much major arcana here. There's lots of changes, but they're in divine timing. There were lessons to be learned here. And it's only when the student is ready that the teacher appears. The high priestess is a spiritual teacher as well. I feel like with the 4 of Cups that you may have offered your cup to someone, or someone may have offered the cup to you and it was turned down. Either way, I feel like maybe you've been watching this person online, or they've been watching you. I feel like there's a lot of spying going on, but not a lot of talking. I think you're trying to find information. You're trying to find out if anything has changed in the status of your person, to see if you have any reason to be feeling like something is coming. Now, you have all the tools you need. You've been blessed with all of the tools, Taurus. The Magician is Aries. The Fool is Aries. We have Pisces in the High Priestess, and Pisces and Cancer in the Moon energy. So we have a lot of psychic energy here, a lot of energetic things being bounced off the universe. And I feel like your manifestations, whatever it is, whether it's a person, place, thing, situation, I think that thing is about to come to fruition. And I also feel is that you've been waiting a long time for that. This is going to be the week, my Empress, that things are going to kick off. We now have another, jeez, that's a lot. That's heavy major arcana here. We've got the Empress, who is Taurus and Libra, and we have the Ace of Cups. It has to do with someone that you are going to offer your cup to, or someone who's going to offer the cup to you. There is this new chapter that you've manifested. Here it comes, Taurus. For some of you, remember, it's a general reading and it's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, this is the week. The thing you've been manifesting. Someone's reaching out. Someone is bringing in the cup. Could be someone who is an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but understand that the Queen of Swords is someone who is coming in kind of hard. Yeah, she is being very honest. You can see in this particular card, she has her heart locked away. And so she's not coming into this with emotion. I say she because there's a feminine on the card, but please understand we're not reading meat suits, right? We're reading energy, and that could be masculine or feminine because we all have masculine and feminine energy, all of us, right? Animals, plants, and people. So we have the Queen of Swords, somebody who's put their heart away, they've put their emotions aside, and they're coming in with some logic for you. They logically, in their mind, they are in love with you. This person is going to open up a new door of love with you, something that you are deeply in love with, something, person, place, thing, situation, take it as it resonates. But I feel, Taurus, that this is the week that this new path opens for you. We have the Page of Cups and Temperance. Wow. More major arcana. This is the week, Taurus. I just got head to toe chills. My cells are realigning themselves in this moment. Holy smokes. So we've got, you could have Sagittarius in your chart. You don't have to, but we have the Page of Cups. It was something that began very small and never really grew past a page. It's also about someone possibly just dropping in on you, someone that you never thought would come back ever. You thought it was dead and gone because up in the corner there you can see a flying pig. It's like when pigs fly, right? Somebody's dropping in with their cup. They are coming in with this cup. Here it is. They're coming in with that, Taurus. And I feel as though this person's also coming in with an apology. And I feel as though things are going to be balanced out finally for you. For some of you, please let me know if that goes down. I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know. And I will tell you if it goes down for me. All right, here we go. Gemini. Hello, Gemini. I hope you are well. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, I'm here to do your sneak peek for this week. This is the energy for this week, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in a reading, please contact me over at Wizio. You'll find that information in the description. Look for the yellow dot. There we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we are. Gemini, this week. Truth, balance, justice. There's going to be some sort of justice coming to you. I feel like you're in this energy of Groundhog Day. That's what it feels like. You know, if you've ever seen the movie Groundhog Day, right? It just goes over and over and over again. You get up, you sleep, you eat. Or you get up, you eat, you go to work, you sleep. You get up, you eat, you go to work to sleep, right? And it's like it's been going over and over the same way. And that's been since you've disconnected yourself emotionally from a situation in the past. I feel like you needed to do that for your own mental state, and I feel like you weren't, that you had to disconnect from this situation for your own heart space, for your mental health, your physical health. I feel like it was something that was necessary. And you are looking at the sun over the horizon here, and although I feel like you're going off to look for happiness, I feel like it is also about going off to find the Two of Cups, because we're at the 8 here, and I feel like you realized finally that you're worth more, Gemini. So we have Libra here. We have justice and balance. I also feel like it's a bit of twinned energy, because I see this card as twinned energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, which tells me you're not telling anyone. You're not telling anyone that you've actually had some regrets about things that have gone on in the past. It could be walking away or detaching emotionally from the situation in the past, but I feel as though you're holding, I feel like you're holding it all in. You're holding it close to your chest. You're not telling anybody. You're not sharing anything. You're not being very vulnerable. And I think that's what happens when we sit too long in the Four of Cups. We become despondent, right, Gemini? We have the Star, the Moon energy. Something's making you very emotional. There's something under the surface that you don't see. You feel it, but you can't see it. I feel like you're in this energy right now of healing. I feel as though the Star is here because before the Star comes the Tower. So I feel like it was a tower that caused you to disconnect emotionally from someone here, and that the Star is here to say that the healing is what's going to give you justice or balance. Now, what you don't see is that there is reciprocity coming, and for, the 6 and 4 of Pentacles is 10 Pentacles. So I feel like what you don't see is that as you lean in, and it's hard for you, Gemini, to lean in. I feel as though you're far too cerebral to trust that if you lean in, it'll be okay. But I feel like what you don't see, the Moon energy is kind of blocking your view. And I don't think you're really kind of looking into the future too far right now, Gemini. I feel as though there is the 10 of Cups in the future for you, or sorry, the 10 of Pentacles. So abundance, right? So it could be financial abundance for you. It could also be a long-term relationship. It could be more money than you know what to do with, or more than you need. There could be a contract coming up, that's something that you don't see coming. But I feel as though before you can have the things on the other side of that moon, I feel like you need to be willing to dive deep, to really look below the surface with yourself, to find out exactly how it is that you feel about moving into the future. And I think right now you're at the Star. The Star is Aquarius. We have the Moon, which is Pisces and Cancer. There's your 2 cups. And you will find it. Gemini, this is the week that you will find it. I feel as though that the 10 Pentacles here tells me that something is coming that's really abundant, whether it's money or a promotion or something to do with work, but it is something you love. It could be a person, but it doesn't have to be, right? We have the Sun here, so now we have Leo, and we have the 2 of Cups, and we are now in Leo season, right? We are in the season of taking action, of being very, very, how can I say, being very strong in the things that you're deciding. So being very fixed. Leo is a fixed energy. Once you make those decisions, you don't go back. So that tells me that you're moving forward. The Sun is here, and I feel like the 2 of Cups tells me that you are going to find love, but that's what you don't see. I feel, Gemini, what you don't see is this week that you are going to find someone. It could be a new person, someone who feels as though feels the same way about you as you feel about them, and it could be any sign really. But we are looking at Leo, Cancer, Pisces, and Aquarius, and Libra. Okay, so you're not going to know what to think about it. You're going to be feeling some type of way. You're not going to make an immediate decision. Now, the Sun is here, and you're going to be able to see everything for what it is. So, Gemini, if you meet up with this person and you feel the feels, you please know that the answer for the Sun is yes. So we see you here in this energy of the 2 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords is not being able to make a decision, feeling as though the same thing is going to happen again. It's like when you get over the hump of the 2 of Swords, you go to the 3, and then you can kind of get in your feels and finally start to heal. But I feel like right now you're going to reserve judgment this week on whatever's coming in the future. I feel like there is some energy that might be tough for you to deal with if you are in the Emperor energy. It could definitely just mean that you're holding back and deciding that you may not take charge this week. But I feel as though you have a fear. And the fear is that you're going to be hurt again. The 4 of Pentacles is there. And that's why you're not showing your vulnerabilities or making decisions this week. I feel like you're going to reserve judgment. You're going to reserve this energy of the Emperor. And I feel as though with the Emperor in reverse, it tells me you're not necessarily taking charge this week, Gemini. But I feel like you are going to meet that person for some of you. The 1, the 2 of Cups. All right, Cancer, here we go. This is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Cancer. I hope you had a good birthday. We are now in Leo season. We are out of Cancer season where everybody's feeling all in their feels. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, please look below for the yellow dot. It'll take you to Wizio. Readings there begin at $40. All right, here we go. Cancer, what's coming up for you this week, Cancer? This is your sneak peek for this week. You are hanging by a thread, it feels. We have the 6 and the 2 of swords, which are 8 swords. So you're unable to make a decision. You're trying to move forward and you can't. I feel like the fear is you can't see what's coming up. You can feel it. I feel as though you really need to dive deep this week within yourself to find out what it really is that ignites your passion. Because I feel right now you're stuck in the 2 of swords. This energy is, although you're stuck in this energy, not wanting to make a decision about something, you are moving forward because you've learned some lessons in the past. I feel like you move forward with hesitation because we've got the moon here, and this is Cancer and Pisces. So it's your energy. It's highly psychic energy. It's you kind of trying to dive deep within yourself. And I think for some of you, you're going to really spend some time by yourself. I feel like this person who's under the surface is significant here. I feel like you're diving deep. I feel like you are, there's a new moon coming up. There could be some changes coming up for you that you're not feeling happy about. But I really feel that going into this Leo season, I feel that you are going to begin to examine what it is that you're passionate about, because I feel like right now you feel like you don't have much victory in your life, and in the future it's coming up, but I feel as though you've been so stuck in your mind. So for some of you, you could have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could have that energy where you're a very cerebral Cancer, someone who's always thinking and overthinking, but I feel that you feel there is something good coming. And I think that this is the week that you take a deep dive within yourself to find out what things make you feel passionate. We have the 4 of Cups, which tells me, yeah, there we go, stuck in the 2 of Swords and in the 4 of Cups. You know, you don't even see this cup that someone's offering you. You're kind of more fixated on your losses than your gains. And so your back is to whatever is going on here. I feel like you feel that it's been taking so long for any sort of happiness to come your way that it feels very serious, Cancer. This energy feels very serious. It's like everything is taking so long. It's taking so long. I know that I can do it. I feel like you have someone who's on your side, or people who are on your side helping you. But I feel like whenever you have a moment to yourself, again, you're in this energy of the moon, being unsure, not knowing what's coming up, trying to look at it from the bottom up, trying to connect to self. I feel it's really this week about you connecting to yourself. And this 3 of Pentacles, I don't necessarily see as a romantic partnership. I see it as people helping you out to get something done that you need to get done this week. I feel like it's going to lead to you with a new passionate start with someone. So if you are engaged in something that you must complete this week, I feel like whoever helps you, whoever is your friend, whoever is coming to help you with the task at hand, I feel like that person could be someone that you may open a new passionate beginning with. Yeah, There's a new cycle, not a new cycle, but a new chapter with an Empress here. So we have the Taurus and the Libra, right? We have Taurus and Libra here. We have Aries here. So it could be one of those signs, right? It could also be a Pisces or a Cancer like you. But I feel as though that there is somebody that's in your life that is really helpful and doting and kind and beautiful and connected and spiritual. And this person is on your side. I feel like this is the person that you might want to open up this new path and passion with. We have this new chapter that's opening here. So that tells me with the Six of Swords that maybe you're moving on or you're moving somewhere and you're unsure about the new place that you're moving to. And that this is going to be a second time around. It could very well be that it's something that I feel like the new chapter opens with an Empress, someone who's very bossed up in their energy, someone who is very psychic in their energy, which is why they're probably a good match for you because you're quite psychic. But I feel like that maybe this person who is your friend or someone you meet along the way that helps you with the task at hand is this person that maybe you didn't consider in the past. And I don't necessarily think this is a reconciliation card. It feels like maybe you didn't notice this Empress. Maybe this person wasn't an Empress the last time you saw them. It could be Cancer. And now they are an Empress. And I feel like you are seeing them with new eyes for the second time. I don't think this is someone you've ever dated or someone that you have had any relationships with. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and we have the Justice in the upright. So what I feel is that you're unsure of whether this is an abundant relationship or whether you want a relationship at all. I feel as though the Ace of Wands is telling us it's brand new, it feels brand new, or it's someone that you hadn't noticed before, and this is going to give you your justice, your balance. This person could also have Libra in their chart. So I feel as though the Ace of Pentacles tells me that you're wondering whether you want to start something here. You're wondering whether you want to birth it sort of in the 3D, whether you want it to materialize or not. You've been spending some time in healing, and I feel like this is really necessary before you start any of this. So I feel like this week is a week of you noticing this person again, whether they're feminine or masculine. You're noticing them for the second time. It might be a person that you know that you didn't look at in a romantic sense before, or maybe they've changed and now you're really attracted to them. All right, here we go, Leo. Happy birthday to you. We are finally in Leo season, right? We have the Lionsgate portal coming up soon, and we have a new moon coming up in a couple of days, Leo. And it's all going to work in your favor, I feel. It's going to energize you, recharge you, give you the energy you need to move forward, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please tell me what is coming up for this sneak peek for this week. Look at that. There you are. It's coming up in the future, Leo. You've been working on something that's close to your heart. I feel like you've been putting the hard work in. It could be that you're trying to love yourself more, Leo. You're trying to deepen the love with self. You're trying to connect to the universe. But this could also represent a person, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. We have a Hermit here, and it could, for some of you, be that you're working on trying to connect with either the deep self, the psychic energy, or you're trying to connect with someone who is a water sign. There is Virgo here in the Hermit energy, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel as though what you're looking for is reciprocity. You're looking for something that you don't necessarily have to work really hard on. You've been in if this is relationship related, you've been in relationships before where you just have to work too hard. And if you have to work that hard, it's not for you, Leo. So I feel as though that there is someone, possibly a water sign or a Virgo. I feel as though you think about this person. If this is love related for you, you think about this person. And I also feel as though you spend a lot of time alone. You spend a lot of time alone and by yourself. I feel like what's coming up in the future for you is, yeah, there we go. We've got some sort of a date, or you're going to be invited out somewhere to a happy occasion. And I feel like you're kind of nervous about going there. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. So when this invitation comes up, I feel like you kind of are in the devil energy. You're kind of worried, not really knowing if you should go. Do you really want to meet other people? You've been deep in your soul and your psychic energy and your love energy, trying to work really hard, either to love yourself, or you're thinking about the love of another for some of you. We've got the Knight of Swords. I think you're going to say yes. I think you're going to go if you're invited out. I think you're going to think it over and wonder if you should, but honestly, I think that whatever is coming is probably a good thing. I feel like you'll have fun there. I feel like you'll find some people that you jive with there. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time alone and in regret about something that you were working on that maybe didn't work out. But understand that with Virgo here, I feel as though you spiritually are really leveling up. That's what I feel. Spiritually, you're leveling up. You're being more open to the universe. You're being open to what is in the expanse, right? You're being open to adventure and open to what may happen here. I feel like that when this opportunity does come up in the future for you to go out, be with people, be amongst people, go out on a date, maybe someone will ask you out, I feel like you're going to say yes. But I also feel like you're the person who gives the most, no matter who you meet. So I feel like you need to be careful of that, work on that, work on, not ending up in regret because you've given too much. There is someone you're thinking about, someone who's highly psychic. It could be a Taurus or a Libra. This person is someone that throws you off balance. And I feel like they throw you off balance, Libra, because of the way you connect to them. Like, I feel like you connect to their energy and they connect to yours. So you could be the one who has water in your chart, because this person's highly psychic. So it could be someone that you already have a psychic connection with, and you can't get them out of your energy and you don't know why. And I think it's because you're leveling up here. I feel like this person sort of rocks your world a little bit. They throw you off balance. You don't like to be off balance because you're a fixed sign. You like to be in charge. And I feel as though you are going to go to this reunion or this group meeting or a date or just a fun place. People are going to invite you there. And I think you're going to meet the Empress there. The Empress, in the cards is Taurus and Libra. But it doesn't have to be a Taurus or Libra, of course, right? Interesting. This person that threw you out of balance is going to bring you balance. Yeah, maybe this person, when you knew them in the past or saw them or met them, it doesn't feel like it's someone you've ever dated before. Maybe it's someone that you really never took a close look at, or maybe this person wasn't bossed up to the Empress the last time you saw them. Could very well be that they were working on self. But I feel like the justice is that this person that used to throw you off balance is no longer going to throw you off balance, and that tells me that you really have bossed up, that you really have been working on yourself. spending time alone, thinking about things, thinking about what you want to do next and how you want to approach. I feel like you do want to move forward into the future. Oops. Yeah. You want happiness, but you're scared you're going to get your heart broken again. You're confused. You're overwhelmed. I feel like you are going to be overwhelmed when you see this person, because I think this person has changed substantially, whether that's in looks or in feel. But I feel as though this is the week that you meet that person, and that person may just change your life. I think you knew it was coming. I think you are psychic. I think you might have water in your chart. All right, Virgo. How are you, Virgo? I hope you are well. Thank you for clicking here, Virgo. Cross watchers. I'm here to give you your sneak peek for this week, Virgo. Let's take a look. What is happening in your week this week? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below. You will find a yellow dot that will take you over to Wizio. Here we go. Here we go, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's going on for Virgo this week? Interesting. Could be communication from a family member that is not someone that you necessarily want to hear from. I feel as though you know that this person is going to call you, or you have been told this person's going to call you. The Queen of Cups is here, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I feel as though it could be a water sign that we're talking about as well, Virgo, but I feel as for some of you, you feel like this person is going to reach out. Someone may have told you, but I think that you feel like it's going to be this week. It might be a family member that throws you off base here. It might be someone who you're not necessarily wanting to hear from. Someone that you're trying to heal from for some of you. For others of you, I feel as though you know that there is happiness coming, and you're feeling that coming forward here. I feel like there is communication with somebody who, I keep going back to family, someone who's in the family, but it could be communication about your inner happiness, your happiness in the heart space. Could also be about children. I feel like, it feels like a Scorpio maybe you're dealing with, or someone who has Scorpio in their chart. We have the star here, and it feels like you need to heal from this person because they throw you off base. Whenever you talk to them, it ends up in an argument or a fight, or you feel less than. You feel rocked off your base. It's like when you don't talk to them, you feel strong, you feel good, you feel happy, you feel spiritually strong, and then this person contacts you and it throws you right off base. Throws you off your base. For some of you, if you're looking at this financially, you could be starting to see the light of day as it pertains to finances. You might get a call that gives you good news about a family home. So maybe you're purchasing a home, or the mortgage has been approved, or something like that. And you knew it. I feel like you knew it. There's a divorce here. That's my combination for divorce here, the Hierophant and Justice. I feel like there is, if the person that is calling you throws you off base, it could be an ex. Your ex calls you because I feel like you have children, and there has to be conversation about the children, of course. And I feel like the Hierophant and the Justice tell me that there has been or is a separation or divorce going on, headed for divorce. I feel like you feel this person owes you an apology. I feel like there's arguments in the communication. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like you just want balance. So we've got Libra, we've got Taurus. I feel like you want balance here. I feel like you're trying really hard to level up in your life. And I only say that because Libra and Taurus are the Empress. Those are the signs of the Empress, right? So I feel like whether you're feminine or masculine, that you've really been trying hard to level up your life. But I feel as though every time you get communication from this person that you're separated or going through a divorce with, that it gives you a hit in your self-esteem. Yeah, that you feel less than, you feel rocked off your base. I feel like you feel this person owes an apology to you about the way things went down, and you have not yet received the apology. I feel like it will come eventually, but I feel as though it's not now. You just want balance in your family. You want to be balanced with this individual whom you have decided you no longer want to be married to, and you just want to have enough balance that you can, and not necessarily, you're always going to love this person, right? We get into a relationship with people because we fall in love, and you're always going to have some sort of love for this person. You may not be in love with them, but if they gave you children, you have children you share, and there is some sort of love here. But it is coming to an end. I feel like this person is going to get the hang of it. Yeah, I feel like right now it's a transitional phase. And the transitional phase is boredom, right? It's like everything, now the dust has settled. I feel like you've gone, Charlie is showing me your two boxers who have gone to their own sides of the ring. So you two have maybe parted and gotten your own places to live. But I feel like that there is, what's coming to an end here is you hoping and wishing for the apology. I feel like it was a really terrible separation. That this Ten of Swords tells me that what you want to bring to an end is the cycle of arguing every time you talk to this person. You just want the divorce, you want it to be over, or the separation to be done. And I feel like you have to be in communication with this person because of the children. But I feel like you're bored with it. You're bored with it. You just want it to end. You want it to move forward. You want to move forward. And I feel like you're working hard on that. Working hard on self, working hard on not being bored and not trying to take offense with the end of this cycle. I think that you're trying to, but it's really tough. I feel like what's coming up in the future for you is a lot of cool things, though. I feel like the Knight of Wands tells me that there are passionate things headed your way, and in the future, the Knight of Cups tells me there's romance, that there is something to do with the heart space. So I feel like things are going to perk up for you, but you must engage in the healing first. Yeah, because if you don't, you're just going to repeat this with somebody else. You're just going to go into the same cycle that you were in with this other person, the one that you're being divorced from. So please make sure that you are engaged in your own healing and investing in your own healing, Virgo. All right, Libra, here we are for you. Libra, this is your sneak peek for this week. Thank you for clicking here. I hope you are well. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look below. There is a yellow dot where you can follow me to Wizio. I do have readings beginning at $40 there. And here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The sneak peek for this week, Libra. That Queen is sure making an appearance in these readings today. That's for sure. Libra, I think that being single for you and holding it all down by yourself has become burdensome, but you're not really talking to anyone about it. I feel as though you have been trying to connect to yourself, trying to use your intuition to move forward. But I feel as though this intuition here was probably something, it feels like something you were forced into. You were forced to kind of look at yourself, feel your gut, feel what was going on. It's time to make different decisions. It's time to take this energy and channel it somewhere. This psychic energy that you hold here, Libra, I feel as though is something that is going to propel you forward should you want it to, should you decide that you are going to take action, right? That's what fire is about. We've got the 10 of Wands, but I really feel that you, although you're doing well, you're holding it all down, but you're by yourself, and I think that's really become a burden for you. You don't want to be alone, but you're not really willing to share much. And it's probably because you were hurt in the past. You could have been hurt by someone who is a Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. Someone who stopped talking to you. Someone who is silent now. Someone who possibly has Taurus in their chart. Someone who is a person who is a business owner. A spiritual teacher. Someone that you thought you were going to marry. The High Priestess, yeah, I feel as though there's silence here. There are secrets, silence, nobody's talking. I feel like it could have to do with a Taurus or someone who is a spiritual teacher. I feel as though it's time for you to take charge. It's time for you to take charge of this energy here. It's time for you to make decisions that are hard for you to make. You don't want to face them. You don't want to look at them. I feel like what's the burden here is that you had a relationship with somebody that broke apart. And I feel like you don't really want to move into the future because you feel as though you're going to get hurt again. And so you just decide to shut down. You're not sharing. You're being miserly with your time and your energy, your love. I feel like this person you thought was your person. And I feel as though it's time for you to kind of get up. I feel like you're on your knees. Ugh. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Devil, you're dealing with addictions, I think. And you want to have victory over those addictions. And you know that you must take charge of this energy to have the security that you want, to have the happiness that you want in the future. I feel like it was a toxic relationship anyway, Libra. I feel like this was a toxic relationship. I feel like you are the one that has to pull yourself out. You need to take charge. You need to find this emperor energy, the one who owns the business, works the business, employs other people. It's in you to do that. But I feel like the thought of it all, I feel like you're playing it small. The thought of it all is very burdensome to you to have to do it alone. You don't want to do it alone. We have the Devil. And that's casting doubt. Yeah, casting doubt on your ability to take charge, to be the leader, to be strategic. I feel like you are someone who is favored by the universe, but I feel as though you're not moving forward. I feel like you could be, Libra, an incredible entertainer or a painter or someone who maybe has, works on social media where other people see you. The Six of Wands is about victory, and it's up against the Devil, and I feel like your fear is success. You have a fear of success because you don't want to do it alone. You were hoping you could do it with somebody else. I feel like you need to plant the seeds of intention here in order to move forward. You're still waiting. You're waiting for what? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for communication so you can begin again. There's something that is your stumbling block here. You're waiting. You are planting the seeds of intention. You are trying to nurture yourself whatever it is that you do for a living, I feel like you need clarity on this situation before you can move forward. It's like this situation has you stuck. Yeah, there you are, stuck in the moon energy. It might have been a soulmate that disconnected from you, or you disconnected from them emotionally. And then the chapter ended and you're stuck there. You're stuck at the end of the chapter, but understand the universe is saying, look, you can have this. You can have the new chapter. You just need to open up. You need to speak. You need to get clarity. It might be about contracts that are being signed. There might be something you're waiting on, and what you're waiting on is waiting on you. I feel waiting until you're ready, that there's contracts to be signed and clarity to be given. I feel like in the future there is love. There is love for you here, Libra. I feel like there is someone who is a soulmate that is coming, someone who is your match, someone who mirrors your energy, loves like you, feels like you, talks like you, thinks like you, someone who's the kind of the mirror energy of you. But if you don't get over this, you can't have that. If you don't close the chapter of this energy here that is stuck in your chest, I feel, because I feel the anxiety in my chest right now. If you don't get rid of this energy and close this off, you can't have this. So you need to get through this week. I feel like this week you're really going to think it out. You're going to try and work it through to see if you can move forward. But until you work it out, hopefully it's this week, until you work it out, you're not going to be able to move forward, Libra. All right, Scorpio, my psychic friends, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, please look below. Yellow dot, you know it, right? Follow it over to Wizio. I do have a few spots left over available there, so if you're interested in doing that, you should do it sooner than later, because yeah, once I get filled up there, kind of turn it off for a little bit. All right, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Sorry. What you thinking about, Scorpio? What are you thinking about? You might be thinking about a conversation you had or will have with the King of Cups. Maybe you're checking in with yourself. It could very well be. I feel like it has to do with an air and a water sign. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I think it has to do with some sort of emotion. Emotion that's been traveling between you. I think you're really trying to look at this all from any perspective possible to get your answer before you head out on that white steed. Yep. I feel like you have romantic feelings for someone, Scorpio, and I feel as though you are checking in with you. I feel like it's interesting because this really does depict Scorpio, right? A water sign, but very logical. Very logical, very head over heart, very strategic. You are very psychic, but you're very planned, well planned and strategic. So I feel like this could be your energy. You could be air with water for sure. But I feel for others of you, Scorpio, I feel like you've been in this Piscean hanged man energy. You are using your psychic energy to talk to yourself to find out what you should do as you move forward here. I feel like there's not much to worry about because we've got balance, we've got justice. I feel like it's all going to work out. But in the meantime, Scorpio, you're going to do what you do and terrorize yourself by overthinking it. I feel like you're thinking about being very, very, very honest with someone. That's 3 varies. It feels very honest. Brutally honest. I don't think that you mean to hurt anybody, but I feel like you're going to be very serious. You are going to be kind, I feel. You are going to be loving, but you are going to be very serious and pointed with your information. Whatever information you're delivering here. I feel like you're putting away your sword for now and you're going to be kind and loving, but that you need the answers that you need, and it has to do with the heart space. It has to do with love. You have been in your psychic energy, I feel, trying to feel your way through. Yeah, it feels like it's rocked your stability a little. And I don't think it's financial. I think you're grounding. You don't feel grounded. Like when you think about moving forward, right? For the victory, the win in love, I feel like I just saw someone fall off a ladder. I don't know why I guess they're getting to the ground, right? So I feel like it's like you're up in the air and you're down, and you're up in the air and you're down. That's what it feels like. And the Queen of Pentacles is very much about themselves, about not necessarily sharing of themselves, not necessarily giving, not necessarily charitable. And that's interesting because that's sort of the energy that comes along with the Queen, not really feeling very charitable and feeling more that I'm doing this for me, not for you. That's what it feels like. There is an Ace of Cups here. So for some of you, it is new love. It is brand new. Or it is someone that you really never looked at in a loving way before. So that could also account for new love. It could be someone that you kind of discounted. Maybe it was a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be someone that you never thought you'd have feelings for, never thought, this person I feel that you felt was, they were not grounded. Maybe they were not giving and kind and charitable. This person could be someone who maybe was living at a lower financial level than you. Yeah, it could be that as well for some of you. We do have Cancer here. We just got out of Cancer season, right? I feel as though I really love this depiction of the Chariot, because to me that does tell me Cancer. The guy on the top, right? He's in charge. And I've never really met a Cancer who wasn't really very much in charge. If it came up in the sun sign is what I mean. It's more psychic in the moon and rising, but I feel like in the sun sign, it's more in charge kind of energy. And so I feel like you want to be in charge as you go forward, and you do want the victory. I feel like you're not going to take no for an answer, or you don't want to take no for an answer. You want the victory. It's important to you that you have the victory in love. I feel like you've been, watching this person, looking them over. The Hanged Man, and now we've got the Page of Swords. You've been watching them, looking them over. You could be watching them on social media. They could live next door to you. It could be over the fence. Who knows, right? It's not in a creepy way. But I feel as though that there is that maybe you feel that others have an opinion about how this whole thing will go off. It feels like you shouldn't, but you want to. You want to, but you feel like it's going to cause a lot of issues. That's what I feel from the Seven of Wands. It's going to cause issues. It could cause issues with travel. It could be that they live a distance from you. It could be that there's a lot of things to consider. Seven of Wands. A lot of things to consider before you move forward. Because you've been watching this person and you have their temperature. You kind of know what's going on with them. They could be a psychic friend. They could be someone who is Pisces, we've got heavy Pisces here, right? Both of them. And we've got the High Priestess. I feel like you're keeping secrets. You're not telling anybody about your plan or what you're thinking or how you're feeling about this person. But I also feel like this person could be a light worker. They could be someone who's a tarot reader, or maybe they are psychic. And if that's the truth, I feel there is a psychic connection here. I feel like we are looking at you, Scorpio, and we're looking at the High Priestess. You could be a High Priestess. You could be that person. But I feel like the High Priestess has more knowledge, oh my gosh, about what is going on than you think. I think that this person knows you're watching. And I think that whoever this person is knows that you have that you have apprehension about moving forward, that you want the victory in love, but that you're very, very much in apprehensive energy. You don't really know if you should. You want to, but it's going to cause issues. It's going to cause issues with travel. You want the reunion with the soulmate because you know they are the Nine of Cups and you're in love. I feel like you really do have love for this person. And you know that it's going to cause more issues. Whew, yeah. You need to drop the burdens. This is someone that I feel that you had not considered in the past. So what I feel is that you may know this person, but you never considered them as someone you may fall in love with, or someone that may be a romantic interest. You maybe saw this person as not very grounded, kind of doing their own thing, maybe sort of into themselves, kind of hermit sort of energy. And I don't think that you expected this. Well, surprise. Yeah, there it comes. That's who your home base is. This person, you feel so comfortable with them. And now you're starting to you're feeling like this about them. And I think that you want to take them out, or you want to have a reunion if you haven't seen them in a while, because this person could be someone that you've known for a long time that you just never really considered. And now that you're watching them on the internet, you're watching them glow up possibly, that it is time for you to go see what's going on there. See if there's any feelings there. Scorpio. Excuse me. Sagittarius. Here we go, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, Saggy. I am your Saggy sister. It is in my rising sign. Thank goodness for that, because I'm a Taurus Sun, and that's some serious business. Here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Your sneak peek for this week. Sagittarius, I hope you will leave me some sort of a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. I always love to see what's going on with my Saggies, because yeah, it's sometimes we have the same placements too, right? Let me know below if that's you. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. Follow that yellow dot over to Wizio. I have readings there beginning at $40. Here we go. Sag, you could be dealing with a Taurus this week, a Taurus that you have not been speaking with, someone you've been feeling disconnected from. I feel like we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I feel like this was an abundant relationship or friendship or union. I feel like the Taurus could be a spiritual teacher. I feel as though that you're disconnected from this person. You feel spiritually connected to them, but you're in the material world, you are disconnected from them. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, feeling on the outside looking in, feeling disconnection. I feel that you want clarity and you want to open new conversation with this person. I feel like you think that they are in abundance, that there is an abundance with them, that this person may have changed your life with the information that they gave you. Or flip it, it could be your person, right? We've got the sun. We are in Leo season officially, right? So we've got the sun, and it tells me that in the future things are going to be fine. And you know, the thing is that about the sun, it's not guaranteeing that it's all going to work out. What it is saying is, here, I'm putting the sun on it. I'm warming the situation. I'm going to give you all the clarity that you need in order to make the best decision for you. But understand that when you're under the sun, when we all grow, right? Whether it is spiritually, mentally, physically, or in our careers, it's everything. It's all of it. It's the happiest card in the deck, right? It gives us the energy that we need. It propels us forward. Leo is all about taking action. It's about being seen, because all the world is a stage to Leo. Yeah, I feel like you've been off balance. I feel as though this was some sort of a partnership, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic, but I feel like it was some sort of a partnership where the two of you had partnered. I feel like you were feeling in lack at some point, that all of this abundance turned to lack, and then you ended up feeling sort of off balance. You've been disconnected from this person, whoever the Hierophant represents to you. It could also represent the higher self. You could be disconnected from your higher self. Could represent your spiritual teachings, could represent church, could represent the steps you have left to take to reach the higher self. But I feel as though you've been disconnected, or on the outside looking in, and you've been spending a lot of time by yourself trying to find your own light. I feel like that light here is the one that we're looking at here. I feel like you're going over the details of whatever it was that ended up breaking this up, ended up creating silence. The moon is really taking a deep dive on yourself, or having a really deep communication with the person that you feel disconnected from, or the situation, or the job, or yourself. Whatever it is to you, this is a general reading, right? So take it as it resonates. I feel the moon here is Pisces and Cancer. That is the energy of the soul. I feel like in your soul you really want to communicate, but I feel like you're under the surface you want to communicate, but I feel like right now on top of the surface that you're just not communicating. You're not taking action. There's no wands here. There's no action taking to be done here. I see it in the future under the deck with the sun, but I don't see it here. So I feel right now that you're off balance. You're hermiting. You're all alone. You're by yourself, and that the energy of the moon tells me that you are really taking a deep dive on yourself, possibly trying to get clarity within, or trying to figure out what it is you're going to say, what you're going to do. You don't know what's going to happen. You want clarity, but you don't know, can't see into the future. So that tells me maybe you are disconnected from yourself, because you're highly spiritual, right? Some of you psychic, Sagittarius. We have the Magician, which tells me you have all the tools. You've always had the tools. And the universe is saying you just have to decide which tool you're going to use. Is it swords, cups, pentacles, or wands? Are you going to take action? Is it about the heart space? You are the Magician. You can manifest whatever it is that you want. I feel like you're manifesting while you're hermiting here. It's a time of healing for you. Taking a deep dive on the self, I think, is what's going on here. I think the final decision is you're going to decide to wait this week. I feel you're going to work on self. You're going to work on feeling the disconnection. You're going to work on being reconnected to self. And it might either be a communication that you have with someone else, or it could be communication that you have with yourself. I feel like you're overwhelmed with emotional energy when you think about stepping forward off the edge, when you think about moving forward. I feel like you've decided you want to have this conversation, but I feel like you're feeling so emotionally disconnected from yourself or this person that you've decided that you're just going to have to wait on it this week. There's the Tower. And the Tower reminds you that you are passionate. You are Sagittarius. You are abundant. I feel this is mostly about you, about taking the deep dive with you. I feel like you're looking at your abundance, at your family situation, at your friends, at money, at long-term relationships. I feel like the Tower is an energy of moving you forward. Otherwise, you might stay in this Seven of Pentacles energy. And the Seven of Pentacles is, planting the seeds of intention, of course, and nurturing, watching it grow, giving it energy. But if you don't move forward, what use is that? So I feel like you need to feel unburdened. Yeah, I think you make a decision that rather than sitting there, you're going to move in. You're going to take action finally. Take action even though you're scared. You're going to take action with this communication. You don't like being emotionally disconnected. You don't like being in this 5 of Pentacles energy. So I think that eventually you are going to decide to move forward here, but right at this moment, this week, I feel like it's all about trying to feel yourself out. Yeah, and not being scared about what's going to happen next. All right, Capricorn, this is you, Capricorn. Always sounds like a battle cry to me. That's why I say it that way. Capricorn. I know so many lovely Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. If you are interested in a private reading, please look below for the yellow dot in the description. That will take you over to Wizio, where you can book me beginning at $40. All right, here we go, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. All right, something that's moving slow. Fighting for love, I feel. Fighting to heal something. I feel as though there's been some tough times romantically for you. And you've been fighting for the romance. So this could be a relationship that's a long-term relationship. I feel like you're trying to fight for the romance. You're trying to fight to heal the romance. It could be that we're looking at a relationship that's just not as passionate as it used to be. It feels like things have now slowed down or are moving slow. It almost feels like somebody who is out of the honeymoon stage. You know, the honeymoon stage, right? Yeah. And sometimes it is because of one of you stops working or life gets in the middle, right? Children arrive, that kind of thing. You know, it's like the bloom is off the rose. It feels like you're still fighting for it, fighting for the romance, the passion, that you really are still connected in the heart space. But I feel as though you need to heal. You're trying to heal this relationship and get a better balance, because I feel like there is a very that this relationship is out of balance. That's what it feels like. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I feel like this is a long-term relationship. You've been together a long while, and that maybe the passion is not where you want it to be. It's moving very slowly. I feel like it feels like someone who wants it to get more serious. So maybe you've been dating for a while and you're starting to feel like the honeymoon phase is over and it's been moving really slow and you'd rather it move quicker. You have to communicate about it. It's so imperative to have communication in a relationship. I feel like you really have to tell this person, look, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still passionate. I'm still the person that you first met, that you first got together with. I'm still this Queen of Wands who colors outside the lines, and you know, the person who's always manifesting. I am fiery. I am here. But the thing is if you have to tell them, they're not noticing it for some reason. I feel like you're manifesting balance and kindness and the right moment to be able to talk about this, because I feel like it's a really sticky situation. Like I feel like the person that you are with could be someone who doesn't necessarily want to talk about it. They could be Sagittarius or Aries. Could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, yeah. But I mostly feel like you need the passion back. You're fighting for the passion in this relationship, and you need to communicate about that. It's been going on for too long, and if you don't communicate about it, look. Yeah. That's where it's headed. To regret and sadness, anxiety, depression. Feels like depression. I'm not diagnosing anybody. It's headed to a place that you don't want it to be at. So you must open the communication. And most people don't open communication because they feel like if they do, the person might disagree with them and leave. Well, the truth is, if they're not for you, they're not for you. And if you are clearing energy, you're just clearing energy to bring someone else in. You have to communicate about it. There you are. You're not feeling grounded in this relationship. You've stopped giving as well. So it's like they stopped giving and then you stopped giving. And that's the end of a relationship, right? When it gets into this situation. It's a relationship, I feel, that's approaching the end. It could approach the end, yeah. There must be communication here. Communication, you must take action with all the tools that you have. I feel like it is possible to salvage it all, that there is healing here and balance to be had. But I feel like this is what's going to happen if you don't open the communication. I feel like you get out of balance and you start paying more attention to yourself than them. I feel like you're not very grounded. I feel like there's financial impacts happening. I feel like it could go to a kind of a dreary place. But you fight with yourself as to whether you should say anything. Because it could either work out in your favor, Ace of Pentacles, or it could break your heart, Three of Swords. You're not really sure what this person is going to say to you. You want victory, but you're feeling overwhelmed. Again, you want victory. Your person could also have Taurus in their chart, but I feel as though if you connect to your gut, if you connect to the higher self, you will get the answers you need here. I feel like the universe is saying you have all the tools, connect to the higher self. You will have victory, but first I feel this is important. Yeah. The communication this week is going to be ultimately the most important thing. You have to open your mouth and tell this person you're not happy. All right, Aquarius, here we go for you, my lovelies. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below. You'll find the yellow dot. It'll take you over to Wizio, where you can book me, starting at $40. If you have a question, I have an answer. The universe has an answer. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the week. Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius, things are about to kick off for you. It's about to be a whole lot of goodness coming your way. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is things that are going to change. That's Jupiter. It's the planet of abundance, right? And you're getting in right under the line because Jupiter is about to go into retrograde. So this wheel might as well move forward and in your favor while it's here, right? I feel like whatever it's moving you forward to is going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel like you've got your wish fulfillment. Whatever you've been wishing and hoping for, I feel the sun with the sun in the background, that emotionally things are going to be well for you. Yeah. You could be someone who has water in your chart, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but you also could be dealing with someone who's in that energy. For others of you, I feel like you go from the Queen of Pentacles, maybe in a place where you were having a financial impact, not feeling very grounded, maybe not really being able to be very open. So I feel like keeping it all sort of to yourself, not really being open with your energy or your kindness or your charity. But I feel like what's going on here is that things start to take off for you. Things move into a really fortunate place for you. I feel as though you queen up. Yeah. I feel like what is added to you is the Queen of Cups. So maybe you start to love yourself more, or maybe this is love for another, but I feel like you deepen your connection with yourself. I feel here you're sort of out of sorts, not very grounded. And here I feel like you take a more spiritual look at your life. And when you do, when you get into this energy, I feel that everything moves forward for you. For some of you, it is wish fulfillment in love. In deepening your love, you could be in a current connection. Those of you who are in a connection, you could be in a current connection that you've been feeling sort of out of sorts about, and that now this connection, whether it be love that is platonic or romantic, I feel like this connection may deepen. For some of you, you're dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius as well. I feel like what you really want, your wish fulfillment is coming, and I feel like it's very close. I feel like what you really want is a stable relationship. You're now emotionally available. As the Queen of Cups is in the upright. You're feeling emotionally available. You're feeling like you can, maybe you have had as you move forward with this Wheel of Fortune, that you become more emotionally intelligent. And I feel like it makes you more open to attracting what it is that you want. We have the Knight of Cups here. I feel like your wish fulfillment is romance. I feel as though there is, with the Empress energy here, that we are looking at someone who is getting very grounded, but they're very creative, very connected to self, connected to the universe. You might be a mother, they might be a mother. Whether you're feminine or masculine, the Empress could be you. You could be dealing with a Taurus, for sure. Or a Libra. Or both. Got balance. I don't know that you necessarily want a relationship. That's the thing. I think you fight with yourself all the time regarding that, because you like the thought of having someone there all the time, but you don't like the thought of being tied down. You want the stability, but you don't necessarily want someone in your face all the time. That's what it feels like. I feel as though that there is healing coming with someone. It could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn we've got here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, we've gone over the signs already. I feel like it could be Sagittarius. Sagittarius could represent balance, or the moment of alchemy, when you stop arguing with yourself about this situation. I feel like someone that you've just met, or someone who's dropped into your life, someone has put you in your feels. And I feel like that's the person that's made you think all of this here. This person, I feel, is someone that you could see yourself with for a very long time, and it shakes you to your core. Because I don't think that you necessarily wanted a relationship, but I think you feel like now that you've met this person, you can't let them go. It's like you're emotionally disconnected and you don't want to share. That's what it is. You're not vulnerable. You're emotionally disconnected. And the Tower comes along and shakes that up and says, well, guess what? Here's your 10 of Cups. This is the thing that is your wish fulfillment. It's the thing you've been wishing for. Just want to see what this Tower is. Okay. So, for some of you, it's going to be someone you already know, someone who lied to you in the past, someone who you don't really trust, and someone who is trying to work really hard at prying you open, trying to get you to start a new chapter with them. And you had already been disconnected from them emotionally, keeping it all to yourself and not saying anything because you feel like this person is someone who could hurt you again. I feel like you're going to go for it, though. You're going to think it over, but I feel like in the future, you've got unfinished business with this person, and I feel as though, yeah, there we go. You've got unfinished business. The Seven of Swords is showing up twice. This person's been lying to you, or you've been lying to yourself, or you've been lying to them about how you feel about them. Because we've got the Queen. The Queen here is present. This is not a little bit of love. This is a lot of love. This is loving to the depths. This is someone you have unfinished business with, that you've been holding your foot in the door. You've been holding the door open for this person. Someone that could be a Taurus or a Libra. It feels Taurian to me. It feels like this person lies to you over and over again. And I don't think it's a lot, but I feel like in the past you wanted to shut the door, but you decided to keep it pried open here, and you're still entertaining the thought of getting back together. You're wondering if you should begin again. That is what is coming up this week for you, Aquarius. It's decision-making time. It is. All right, here we go, Pisces. My two fishes friends. I am two fishes in my moon sign. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you always. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, please look below. There is a yellow dot that'll take you over to Wizio. All right, here we go. Okay, that's what we're starting with, Pisces. We should take those, right? Those two cards were out. Not going to put those back. All right. It feels like someone that walked away from you, Pisces. I feel like that person has healed and they are entertaining the thought of coming back. That's what it looks like this week. I feel like you are unsure of whether there's something has happened here that has made you question whether this person is the soulmate or not. And I feel as though you've known this person for a long time, but now you're questioning whether this person is the soulmate or not. I feel like this person's been healing and hibernating by themselves. You might have been too. But I feel like this person walked away from you. I feel like they disconnected from you. And I really feel as the reason they disconnected is because they had to heal. I feel like this person is not really sure if you love them as much as they love you, or vice versa. I feel like the Tower comes to shake you down a little bit, because this person, it's here for change. Because you thought that this was done. You thought that it was over, Pisces. Because it was silent, you thought it was over. But the truth is this person has been healing because they've received some karma. They have been receiving judgment. This person misjudged you. They didn't realize you were their soulmate. Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel like they didn't realize. I feel like the universe is here to say this is your choice. But I feel like it shows up in the reverse because you're unsure if this person is still the soulmate. I feel like it's been a couple of years since you spoke with them. Pentacles are years. And you're unsure. Something has happened to make you unsure. Yeah. I think you feel that this person misjudged you. And if they misjudged you and they've been silent with you, after a couple years here they come back. But if they've been silent with you, you're wondering whether this person really is your soulmate or not. Unsure. Just listening. I feel like you planted the seeds of intention with this person and it never came to fruition. You just waited. But understand, this person, because they misjudged you, is receiving karma, and that's why they've been in healing. They now, because they've been apart from you for so long, a couple of years, they're wondering whether you even want them or not. And wondering whether they should even take a second shot. I feel like when you knew this person last, when you spoke with them last, they were unhealed. And I feel as though the seeds of intention were planted back then, but I feel as though this person was too unhealed for you, Pisces. I feel like this is your person, but I also feel like you're in doubt of that. I also feel they're in doubt of that. I feel like everybody's healing because everybody was hurt. That's what it feels like. But then here comes the Tower after a couple of years, and yeah. For some of you, it's just going to end up in an argument. If this person does come forward, it's going to end up in an argument. For others of you, you're going to decide to put down your swords and fight for it. You don't see it coming. It's the King of Wands. Pisces, it might be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. It doesn't have to be, but somebody's taking action to come in after many years of not seeing you. And the Moon tells me you don't see it. You're not really sure if you want to fight for it. Even when the King shows up, you don't believe the King. You think the King's a liar. You don't trust the King. But here comes the communication. Yeah, it's somebody you haven't spoken to in years. This person's finally stepping off the edge because they're healed and now they want to heal with you. I feel like you have a psychic connection to this person. The star for me feels like you're connecting to the universe, who is connected to your person. Therefore, you are connected to your person. I feel like your person has hope that you will see them as the soulmate. I feel it's the King that's coming in. The King you've been disconnected to for a while. You've been on the outside looking in, or they've been on the outside looking in from you, but I feel like the communication is coming this week. Whew. And it's really time to dig deep. It's time for you to dig deep on your spirituality, on your connection to the universe, on how you connect to yourself. This is Pisces, right? We have Scorpio and Pisces. Those two are psychically connected. We also have Aquarius here. I feel like there is, there's communication coming after a very long time. Someone's rushing in on you. Someone is going to either show up or communicate with you via text or email. Someone is, they might not say all the right things. I'm just saying. They might not say all the right things. But they are coming in with a lot of words. They want to talk to you. Coming in with communication. And hastily. They've decided. They've made a decision to go. Tell me what this Tower is about, please. Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. This person wants to end the silence with you. They want to end how they're feeling. They're in the Nine of Swords, and they can't make a decision either way. They're looking too far ahead, looking too far behind. You know, you keep them up at night with, they're thinking about you constantly. They're in an argument with themselves and other people maybe, but mostly with themselves, I feel. There's indecision here. You offered your cup to this person, or they offered it to you, and one of you declined. And so that's what the Tower is about. It's about, we've been silent, we've been healing, and now the healing is done. Four of Swords in the reverse. It's time to talk. It's time for us to get together for some communication. Communication is saying, look, I'm really serious about you. I need to know if you're single. I'm really serious about you. I want to commit to you. This person is quite traditional. They could be a spiritual teacher, or maybe you are, but I feel like that if you are the spiritual teacher, that you are single and you are looking at moving forward out into the world and looking for some passion, some happiness, some maybe you're going to travel. Maybe you just need some adventures. This person's not taking no for an answer. They're coming in to talk to you and they want clarity. They're going to be asking some hard questions because they're at a place in their life where they're making a decision, possibly between two people, but they're definitely at the crossroads of their life. And they want to know where you stand on this. Are you the soulmate or are you not? That's what they're coming in to find out. So be prepared. Emotionally, psychically, yeah, I think you already know this though. Piscean energy, I think you already know it. All right, Pisces, I'm gonna go for now. You gotta let me know if this is going down because whew, oh my goodness. I'm gonna go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and for clicking here. I do love you all. You know I do. Pisces, look out for your readings. I'm starting to do Pisces readings in the next, in this week. I'm gonna start doing them regularly through the weeks because that is my energy and let's get it out there. So I'm gonna go for now. I love you guys. Bye-bye.